if you get a great LSAT score, the best one you can get, you could either get really great admissions into great schools and work from those opportunities depending what your goals are, or you can get scholarships that really help you out in the long run. 10 years later, you'll still be grateful for that scholarship. So I think the common denominator there is really taking your time and really reaching your highest potential. So I thank you for bringing that up. Yeah.
No, of course. And it's crazy, but the value of even a single point on the LSAT, I saw one study calculating it to be around $4,000 in 2019 money. But if you look at how $4,000 would appreciate over the course of your entire career, think 30 years down the line, how much that would grow. And so if it gets you into a better law school, or it gets you more scholarship money, that savings or that career potential boost is enormous in terms of the doors that it could open for you, or as you've experienced on your end, Nina, like being able to graduate without taking on debt for tuition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like being able to go to law school with a full ride, that lets you do what you want to do when you graduate versus having to take the job that you hire, even if it's not really where your passions lie.
Exactly. And to me, that's one of the most important things that really kind of, I always had this idea of work-life balance and doing something that I loved, but it wasn't until I was afforded that opportunity, literally afforded that opportunity with money or the lack of having to owe money, that I was able to go do whatever I wanted to do. And, it's not something that is that far off for other people. There's a lot of people that get scholarship offers, even if it's not full. You can take, the job that you want at legal aid if you really want to help people. And maybe you might not be able to do that if you do go to NYU and you don't get a scholarship, because legal aid pays the same whether you went to NYU or whether you went to St. John's or something. So I think it's really important. And you brought up a good point about, the money appreciating. So in my position, once you're in law school, I think I'm not sure if it's an ABA recommendation, but definitely my school had us sign something saying that we wouldn't get a job in our first, I think like more than 12 hours a week or something like that within our first year of law school. Like we were prohibited from working for whatever reason. And many people were complaining because they were suffering financially and they were owing all this money. Even if, they were deferring it, it was still looming over their head. But I looked at it as, okay, let's say my tuition was at that time $47,000 a year. It was as if I was making $70,000 after taxes. It was as if I had like a job with a starting salary of 70 grand every year, because the money was just going straight to my tuition, and it really worked out. And, there's still going to be financial issues that arise, but you're right. Like every point on the LSAT does have a monetary value, and that's not a way that most people think of it.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.